one of your goals this year is to start making money online, selling digital product is definitely one of the most accessible way to do it. But only if you choose the right product from the start. For the past couple years, I've been selling digital products, and some of them are selling really well, making me over $1,000 per month, while others doesn't really perform that well. So in this video, I'm going to share about what I've learned and how to create a digital product that actually sells. Most people fail on selling digital product not because they don't know how to create a good digital product, but because they create a wrong digital product that ended up not selling. So I'm going to share the 3-step system I use to validate any digital product ideas before I even start creating. These are the steps that you can follow so you don't waste time on products that never sell. So without any further ado, let's get started. Step 1 is to identify a real problem people will pay to solve. Most people buy digital product because they want a specific result, and they want it faster, easier, or with less frustration. So for example, we can think about an ebook about 50 healthy high-protein meal ideas. People who buy these ebooks want to save their time and their effort from gathering 50 different menu ideas that they need to look for on the internet. So before you build anything, get clear on who is this for, what problem it solves, and why that problem matters right now. If there is no real pain and people are not looking for that specific solution, the product won't sell. A while back, I want to create a set of social media templates. So, something that people can easily plug in and also post on their own social media with a little tweak. So at first, I just designed bunch of pretty graphics, aesthetic graphics, and put them on sale. And nothing happened. No one bought them. Why? Because it wasn't solving a specific problem. It looked nice, but people didn't feel like it will actually save them time or make their content better. So I shifted the focus. Instead of just making pretty templates, I created a starter packs for small creators who want to post consistently. It included captions, scheduling tips, and the templates all in one. That tiny change, focusing on the real pain instead of just focusing on the product ideas, made all the difference. So when your product solves a real pain, people are way more likely to buy. So you can think about what do you have expertise in, or what type of knowledge that you have that people usually come to you for. What are the common struggles? So based on that, create a digital product that will solve that problem. Step 2 is to validate with real data. This is where most people get stuck. They brainstorm forever, they ask friends, they ask AI. But the real question that you need to focus on is, are people already paying for solutions like this? Before I design anything, I always check the real market data. Is this product on demand? How saturated is the market? And what's missing that I could do better? So to do this research, I usually go to a marketplace where digital products are already selling, and you can search for general ideas. For example, Notion template, digital planner, or social media content calendar. If nothing shows up, that's your first red flag. And then click into the top result and check how many sales they have, how many viewers they've got, and how long the product has been listed. These are all the important metrics you need to pay attention to know which products are actually selling well. You can also check the price point. This is important to make sure that you're not listing your digital product way too low beyond the market price or too high and ended up not getting any sales. Last but not least, you want to study what's repeating. Pay attention to the common format that people use to sell their digital product. This can be in a form of PDF, Notion template, Google Sheets, or even video. And look for similar titles and wording because you can incorporate that to your digital product to make sure that when people search for that specific word, your digital product will pop up. Now here's the part that a lot of people overlook. Knowing what to sell is very important, but it doesn't mean much if you don't have a simple way to launch it. Selling on a marketplace like Etsy or Amazon can be a great starting point because they already have traffic, so it's easier to make your first sale. But the downside of it is you don't really own anything, and you don't control what happened if the platform decided to change its rules, the fees, or algorithm. And And that's why I want to introduce you to Everbee Store. Once you follow the steps I mentioned earlier, you can use Everbee Store to turn your ideas into a real digital product website without dealing with any complicated setup. Whether you're selling planners, template, courses, or subscription, everything lives in one place. So this is a way to have a control over your products, your checkout, and even your email list. And this part gives you ownership, which is really important. I've seen people build their entire income in one platform, and then one day their visibility drops. Or even worse, their account get restricted. With Everbee Store, you can collect emails, build relationships with your customer, and bring people back when you launch something new. If you want to check Everbee Store, I will leave the link in the description down below. Now let's continue with our last step, which is step 3. Check the demand timing. Before you create anything, check when people are buying. To do this, first you want to look at the recent sales. Are products in this category still getting sales right now? You can also check how the new listings are performing. Usually look for a digital product under 6 or 12 months. See if the demand is still active. If the new listings are performing well, that's a good sign that people are still actively buying this type of digital product. You can also watch for the seasonality. Some products sell better during a certain time of the year. For example, planners during New Year, study templates during school season, fitness or productivity usually in the beginning of the year, and then decide based on what you see. If the demand is growing, then it's safe to launch now. But if you see a declining demand, maybe you can change the angle or the idea. And those are the 3-step process you can follow before creating your digital product. Digital products are one of the best ways to start making money online, even if you're just looking for a side hustle. Because you don't need inventory, you don't need a huge following, and there's little to no production costs. If you're planning to start creating and selling your own digital product this year, I hope this video gives you the information that you need. And if you want to start selling your digital product, make sure to check out Everbee. I will leave the link in the description box below, but that's it for the video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!